What is up, people? Matt here again. So today I'm going to be reviewing Bleach Chapter 647, The Theatre Suicide. Now, this is quite an interesting chapter. It's quite action-packed. It's a bit short, but quite a lot happens in it. So, continuing on from last chapter, at the end of last chapter it looked like Lily Barrow managed to hit Shunsui. But obviously we didn't know if it was a legit hit or if it was another fake. No, it turns out it was actually real, and Shunsui is pretty banged up. You know, it's difficult. So Shunsui is now on the back foot, and what happens is Lily Barrow is he's kind of teasing or insulting Shunsui, saying, "I'm amazed you're so adept at fleeing, even with such wounds." But he says, you know, running away isn't really an option, and apparently Lily Barrow can just appear out of nowhere. So he appears right in front of Shunsui. Shunsui obviously tries to stop the attack, and Shunsui says, you know, let's see how you fare against a blade of Kido. So he uses Hado 78 Zangerin, and it doesn't do anything. It does absolutely nothing to Lily Barrow. But we now skip to Shinji and the rest of the main forces of the Shinigami, and they're saying, you know, we've got to go, we really got to hurry now. But shit happens, shit's getting thrown around, and they need to get hit by a load of rubble. And out of nowhere, Gerald Valkyrie appears, and he's trying to start a fight with them. He says, "Greetings, intruders. You know, I commend and salute you for having made it all this way." Shinji says, "We didn't come all this way to see your dumb ass. Besides, you came at us." And then he says, "If you want to go any further, you got to beat me." And he gets serious. Renji says, you know, bring it on, I'll take him on. Shinji says, "Have you got this?" Renji's like, "You don't even have to ask." Gerald says, nah. You know, he says, you know, even a miracle won't stop me. You know, you can't ever hope to defeat me one-on-one. Your only hope is to overwhelm me and all attack at once. Shinji's like, well, you know, big talk. So Shunsui has managed to escape Lily Barrow after this, and he's basically run out of options now. He's exhausted all his options. So, you know, he's saying everyone should be pretty far away from here, and he's gone back to where they first appeared. He then apologises to Nanao, saying, if you get caught up in this, I apologise. But it's come to this. I guess it is time to see what's waiting for me on the other side. Bankai. So next week we're going to see Shinsui's Bankai, hopefully. His Bankai is Katen, Kyokatsu, Kuramatsu, Shinju. So it'll be interesting to see, and you see loads of shadows on the ground, and he's sitting down. So it'll be interesting to see what it actually does. We're actually finally seeing it. Apparently the translation is Black Plague Double Suicide. So we got no idea what that possibly means, but obviously we know Shinsui's Bankai is clearly an AoE Bankai, because obviously in Karakura Town, Ukitake said you can't use this, we're all here. So clearly now that he's away from everyone, he can use it. Obviously some people might still be affected depending on how close they are, but hopefully no one will get caught in the crossfire. But it'd be interesting to see what his Bankai actually is. I have a feeling it's one that could kill him even, but I'm guessing he's mastered his Bankai. He's had hundreds of years with it, so presumably he knows every intricacy with it. So it's unlikely he'd actually kill himself with it, unless he's not in control of it himself. But you'd presume that he's got the upper hand, because he actually knows what it is, whereas Lily Barrow has no idea what it is. I doubt there's many Shinigami around that actually knew what Shinsui's Bankai is. Probably Genryu, Sainu, Ukitake, maybe Unohana, but probably none of the rest of them even knew about it. But yes, it's going to be very interesting to see his Bankai. We've still got so many more Bankais to see. Whether we'll see them all or not, I don't know. But Shinsui was one of the more hyped ones. So yes, it'll be interesting to see what it actually does and if it's enough to beat Lilibaro. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching this chapter, and I'll definitely see you on the next one. Bye now.